Moo was rigid with shock after what she had witnessed. The attacker briefly looked over the cliff to watch the falling man, but made no attempt to go to help. The group quickly vanished from Moo's view, walking along the cliff path towards Walton. She sat, shaking with fear, whimpering around the fist stuffed in her mouth. She and Roger might well be seen if they tried to leave the old office block now. Furthermore, poor Roger was knackered. He licked his paws as he lay down beside her in the doorway. With a sigh, he rested his head on his stretched-out front legs, watching her with soulful eyes. They would have to wait. A quick recce of the reception area provided Moo with a large shard of broken glass. In the office where they were sleeping, she unearthed a metal window bar with a shattered and ragged end, which could cause quite a bit of damage if used as a weapon. She wrapped Roger up in a blanket, pulling him close to her where she sat, leaning against the wall behind the office door. If anyone came in, she would be hidden and have the element of surprise. Moo opened the sleeping bag and lay it across her, leaving her legs free in case she had to move quickly. Roger was soon fast asleep. The long, dark minutes stretched into hours. The rain steadily drummed on the roof. The wind began to drop, and clouds obscured the moon. This was proper dark. There were no street lamps in the village, and no traffic on the tiny coastal road. Moo sat guard over the dog, the glass shard lying next to one hand and the spiky metal bar beside the other. Fear kept her vigilant for a while, but there were no more random beams from torches or voices carried on the wind. Eventually, she dozed until a grey, dirty light crept in through the gap above the boarding on the windows. Moo was younger than her road-stained appearance suggested. She had run away from home and her mother at 18, just 4 years ago. Since then, she'd acclimatized to homelessness. Short and thin, she was vulnerable in many ways. Weeks of walking, carrying her rucksack and lifting Roger over obstacles had left her more muscular than she looked. Her mind was quick and toughened with 4 years of street survival. The lack of regular washing facilities had left her clothes ingrained with dirt. Her skin was stained and grubby. Her hair fell in long blonde dreadlocks, unwashed for 2 years. Along the way, Moo had collected a handful of possessions, which she carried with her in a large old rucksack. Apart from a few clothes, her sleeping bag and a roll of blankets, there were practical items like metal plates and mugs or plastic cutlery, and a much-loved find of a single-burner camping stove, which allowed her to boil a billy can of water when a gas canister could be found or stolen. She had no watch, mobile, or other items of value in the usual sense of the word. Roger was her prized possession. His companionship since mighty Mark had died was all Moo needed. That and her rucksack. Food for herself could often be found in bins or charity feeding points at night. Any money she begged went firstly on dog food and then on looking after her other bodily needs.